Greetings, y'all. It is Matt from the Green Arcade. Good afternoon. Or evening. No, it's still afternoon. It's a little early, but I'm going to go ahead and go. John is having some internet problems over at Puma Plow. So hopefully he can get that resolved. I believe what was the old one? It was Charter, now it's Spectrum, so hashtag Spectrum sucks. His stream is currently down, I think, due to the internet, so we're just going to go ahead and get stuff done here, so start early, and then I can maybe end a little early. I'm old and tired, guys. It's rough. But anyway, I imagine old man will be joining me soon. Good evening. Matt to the rescue. Yeah. The net is down because of the fiber. Oh, did he get too much fiber? That happen. I get down when I get too much fiber. You know, you gotta watch out for especially that like Raisin Bran and stuff like that. It gets you, man. It hits you hard. Were you bored? Oh no. Well, let's cure the boredom. Yeah, that one. Uh huh. Hey Laura, how's it going? Yeah, figured I might as well just go ahead and come on. So, all right, let's go to this screen here. So back in Green Valley, Nebraska, been very, very, very busy. Yeah, that's an understatement. Been very busy. If you remember the last time we were working on this land up here, we finally got all the trees cleared out around the border up here, and we got all the stumps out. I went over it with a fine-tooth comb, checked, double-checked, and then triple-checked everything to make sure we were good to go. And we were. So we went ahead and started our landscaping project up here. I worked on this. Let's see, we streamed Tuesday night. I worked on this early Wednesday morning, and then I worked on it a lot yesterday afternoon, and then I worked on it a lot this morning. So yeah, we worked on it. Went out and did chores and then mowed the lawn. Yeah, I probably should mow my lawn soonish, but I think it's supposed to rain Sunday. And Saturday's for farm sim, so. Hey, Holy Goaty, how's it going? But yeah, we got started on this up here, and matter of fact, we finished it. So I'm gonna take you guys and just show you this up here. I've now moved down to 9 and 8 project. We're working on that. You can kind of see there's some lines down there, so we're not quite finished with that yet. I think we're going to work on that today. Doing good, Holy Goaty. Doing good. How are you doing? Let's see. Yep. So here in the 6M, love this tractor. It's a good tractor. But yeah, let's go show you this. I'll tell you what. We'll just drive out there. So this is where, if you remember, we had the silo. This is the road that came in to the silo here. I put this grass back in here. It's still snowing, by the way, so we're hopefully get out of this real soon. But this is where the silo sat, right over here on this little gray square, as a matter of fact. Right in here, and that light's still there, so I'm going to have to put some type of light post back there again. Might do it different this time. Might do something a little different than what we had. May not put the silo back in the same spot. But as you can see, it is all flat now. As far as the eye can see. It's all flat. So we got it all nice. It's all the same level. So this was quite a project. As a matter of fact, I started out with 999 million, and I'm down to 549 million. So plus, that's not the total cost of this field by leveling it out, but it's a big chunk of it. I started working down, like I said, in 8 and 9, and we're leveling that out down there now. Doing something a little different down there. I tried doing some different things. I tried doing the angle leveling. That didn't work. I tried doing some step leveling. That didn't work. So what we're doing down there, we're putting it all at one level down there as well. But we're going to put in some trees. We're going to kind of slope it off and put in some trees down there. I'll have to show you what I'm talking about here in a minute. But yeah, we got it all nice and flat. I was gonna wait. I need to put some grass in on that edge and kind of just do some testing along that edge. I haven't noticed any flickering up here like we had down south, so I really don't want to put any trees in until we maybe put some grass in on the edge and start cultivating up here, start plowing this out. Because I want to see if it flickers any. I haven't noticed it doing any flickering, not with this type of ground here. But like I said, if it does, we can raise that edge up and fix that. If not, we'll put grass and trees here on the border, and we'll fix it up and make it look real nice. How long did it take? Let's see. Wednesday morning for a few hours, Wednesday afternoon for a few hours, this morning for a few hours. I'd probably say I worked on about probably about 3 hours each. So 3, 6, 9 to 10 hours maybe. I would say it's about 9 to 10 hours. So, but the thing about this this field up here, it goes from border to border. So it goes from the border of field 1 over here on the west side of the map, all the way over to the border on field 4 over there. So, and I'm still driving. I'm going across it here. But there should not be one hill in this field. It should be all the same level now. So what we're going to do, we're going to come in here with plows and plow this up, just like we did kind of down south. And we'll get it. It'll be a nice size field. Pretty good size. You can kind of see field 5 over there. See the hill over there on field 5? That's about the height that all of this was at. Those 2 hills kind of were about the same height, so we took it down quite a bit. But it's all at the same level as the highway, so the edge of the highway, when you pull off the highway, you're right at the level that the field's at. So I'm glad I did it. You may have a different opinion about it, but I'm glad I did it. And we're gonna come in and fix it up. We're gonna put the trees in around the border, elevated or not. So I think it looks nice. I think it'll be a lot easier on equipment too. See, with this, you don't lose speed going uphill. You don't get stuck on like a concave texture with your header. Basically, you just come out here, plant it, fertilize it, and go. You're ready to go. I mean, just straightforward harvesting. This would be good for cotton. This would be good for probably soybeans. And who knows, we may do an all corn at some point on this, just to see how much we get. But it's a huge property now, huge field. I mean, there was a forest up here. There were different fields. I mean, there were a ton of trees, and we took them all. So, yeah, let's hope we don't have any gophers. Yeah. I'm not saying I won't find a bump out there just randomly somewhere, like a little bump like we did down south. But I haven't seen any yet. So hopefully not. So let me go down. This is basically pretty much done. Other than, of course we got to plow it out. Of course we got to put the trees on the edge. And we're going to put grass around the edges. But other than that, the landscaping part is complete. It's all finished. So we're going to head down south. We're currently working down on 8 and 9. Got a few landscaping projects on this map that I'm doing. Ooh. Oh yeah, bought a 9R too. That was before we took out the government grant though. So I took that out of our what was it, 6 million, 6.4, 6.5 million, I think, something like that. So bought that before I put the government grant money in there. So we got the government grant money in there right now for, landscaping. Yeah, that looks weird coming from this way now. You can kind of see what I've been doing down there maybe. Basically, I tried, like I said, several different things. It's very difficult to work with the terrain when it's sloping so much because the bottom part of that property, where the bottom part of the field is going to be, is at the river level, and this coming up to the road here is so much higher than that level. So it's a work in progress. Let's say that. I'll probably be working on it. We're gonna work on it tonight, and I think we'll make it look pretty good once we get done with it. Now it's gonna be big fields, I will say that, but I mean we'll get a much bigger yield on it, and we'll be good to go. So basically what I've done is I've come in and cut out and pretty much made it all one level here too. Like I said, I tried sloping it, I tried doing all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna come in and smooth down these edges. Drive off this edge here. Woohoo! Basically just come in and cut this out. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna smooth this part right up here, kind of curve that down and do plant grass there. So there will be a little bit of a kind of a steep slope down there that comes into the field. But it's kind of level over there about where the grain bins are, so we can come into the field from over there or from the west side over here, because I'm going to slope that down too. Still got to knock this part down to this level that I'm at right here. It's a lot of work, yeah. A lot of work, but it'll be worth it in the end. And like I said, this is not a final product. This is a work in progress, and we're going to work on this tonight. So yeah, I'm going to slope, take the smoothing tool over that, slope that down over there. It will be a kind of a steeper slope, but I think having it all at the same level is kind of like the benefits versus it's like the pros versus the con. So, trying to watch chat over here for old man. I don't have my notification sound thing on, so I can't tell when somebody joins anymore. So, and this right here, I may fix that. I kind of went a little further in there. I may take it a little further out, and I may bring it back out. I don't know. But yeah, just divided this up in sections. You can see where the snow's at. That's the original field. So you can kind of see how deep it gets here. It almost looks like a mining operation, doesn't it? And like I said, what I plan to do is kind of hopefully slope this off a little bit over here with a smoothing tool, and maybe plant some trees on it, and then have this all as one field up here. I mean, there are already hills like this on the map. I mean, just look across the river over there where all the trees are over there. That hill is about at this level, and you can see how far down the land goes down to the river down there. So basically that's kind of what I want to do, maybe with this, kind of slope off the edges of this, kind of curve them and smooth them down a little bit, and then plant some trees, and then, oh, there went my phone, and then just have some trees on the side, kind of make it look real good. What's the process for flattening? So yeah, I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you that here in just a minute. I'm going to work on this project live on the stream. Normally I do it off stream, but we'll show you all that down here. So got to fill in these areas out here. And there's several ways you can do it. You can do it slow and complete at a given time, or you can kind of fill in some and then come back and fill in more, and then come back and fill in more. Yeah, basically you just take your leveling tool and just pretty much just take everything out. just run it right over. So, but I've gone all the way out to this field. This will all be at the same level, and notice it's almost at the same level as the farm over there. So that's pretty good. We'll be able to go up to the farm and look out over our field there. I think the farm might sit just a hair higher. And I worked on this morning. I stopped right here this morning. But you can see where the hill kind of went up there. The hill was actually higher here. And then we leveled this down. So we did bring it down quite a bit. Drive over to the edge here, but don't drive off it because it's still it's steep. It's still like a cliff. Don't want to drive off. All right, so yeah, there's the you know, the grain mill there. And basically, I may take this out just a hair more and then slope it down. I'm going to try to do it. I'm going to do a little smoothing on it. And we'll plant some trees on the edge of it. So it'll be a hill, kind of like over there on, you know, our field 16. And that's a steep one over there too. So, but the good news is that we'll have all of this out here flat. All of this at the same level. So we're still going to have a larger field even than we had before. The Great Wall of Nebraska, yeah. So yeah, basically just, you know, taking down dirt, filling in dirt, smoothing dirt. That's what we've kind of done here. So the edges, you know, like I said, we'll fine tune it up and make it look real nice. But for right now, we're going to shut our tractor off, and we are going to get back to work here. Alright, so I came in and did this. I've got it at 90 degrees. See the little number down there in the circle? Basically, whichever direction you want to point, it doesn't have to be 90 degrees, but you want to get it straight to a heading. So you want to either go straight north, straight south, straight west, straight east. So 0 degrees, 90 degrees, 180 degrees, or 270 degrees. You want it straight on at those points, and let me show you why. We're going to go over to the landscaping tab, and we're going to click on the leveling tool. We'll bring our mouse out here. Right now it's a circle. I'm going to make it the biggest brush size I can make it, and then I'm going to change it to a square. And this is where you want to have it straight in one of those directions, one of those 4 directions. Right now I'm facing 90 degrees because most of these are a long way. So when I move either my keyboard or my controller, right now I'm using my controller. When I move my controller and I go straight forward, I know I'm going straight east. If I go left or right, I know I'm going north or south. So this is why you want to do it that way, because I think I see a little bump there. This is why you want to do it that way, because you can go in straight lines, and it's kind of like running up and down the field anyway, and you get it nice and straight. So I'm going to go over that area right there. I think I saw a little bump there. It's probably gone now though. Alright, and the last thing we're going to do is turn the intensity up. So you see how that's getting brighter? You can make it dimmer, you can make it brighter. We want it bright because that turns the intensity of the brush up. So now I know anywhere out here that I start doing this, it's going to go from that level, and that's what you want. So you can save this, quit the game, come back later, work on it, you know. It's a nice thing. So basically I'm going to activate my brush. You'll hear it. It's going to go all kinds of crazy like that. There you go. So now I'm just going to go straight. I'm going east to west here, so I'm going kind of backwards. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to level this down. Sometimes leveling it down is better to hit it straight on and go forward. But I've got some holes back here behind me too that I want to hit. So here's where you could do the slow and steady. So if I go super slow right here, it'll bring it up to that level. Just like that. You have to have patience doing this if you do it this way, because you are moving super slow. You can see it moving. It's almost kind of like a train that's moving super slow on the track, you know, trying to ease up to the next empty what's it called, car, to fill up with grain. Now you could do it this way, or you could do it like this. Now you can do it like this and fill in a lot of that hole. We'll go forward here. I did this already to the right here. You can see that how that's not quite the same level. So you can do it like that. And we'll turn that off for a second. And you can see it put some dirt in here, right? But it didn't quite make it level like here. This is the level that you want to be at right here. But it put a little bit in there. So the next time you come over it, go back to this same level, start again. You can move faster over it, and it's adding to it. So if you want to do it this way, you can. I mean, there's no problem with this. You just go over it. I mean, you get to move faster, and it's filling in as you go. So every pass you make, it's filling in, and eventually it'll get up to that level that you want to be at. So I'm just kind of going back and forth. You know, I'm not going slow. I'm going kind of briskly here. I kind of feel like Bob Ross a little bit. So you can do this. You have to do a few passes to get it up to the level that you want. Or like I said, you know, you can go back over here. Here we are. That's the level we want to be at. I've been hanging on to it. I haven't let it go. It's still going from that level up there that I had. So you can go super slow and just go ahead and get it up to the level that you want. And I know this part right here is at the level because I've already made this. So, and sometimes going forward like that can get kind of flashy. But if you just sit there and hold it and go back and forth a little bit, you'll get there. So this is now at the level that we want it to be. I'm here working those heights. Yeah, we could put a fence in down here on the border. We might put a fence in, put the trees in, and then put the fence on the border of the field, maybe. Darn gophers. Yep. Now, I will say this. The landscaping tool from 19 was a lot faster. It was a lot better at doing things like this, but I don't think they designed it with my kind in mind. If that makes sense. I don't think they designed it for, you know, major terraformers like me. Because we do this sometimes. And yeah, it's a slower process because it's animated now. See how it's animated? With 19, it wasn't animated when you brought the land up. You just hit the land and it was gone. Or, you know, when you did the leveling, it would just appear, you know. See how this is animated? You have to wait for the dirt to come up. See how that's animated? That wasn't like that in 19. In 19, you could just bring your brush right out over this hole here, and it would just appear. It was there. There's video actually of me using that landscaping tool from the first Madison County series that we did when that bottom right corner was not complete yet in the map. And then we went in and landscaped that and used the leveling tool. We actually raised that land up quite a bit and made it one big huge field down there in the bottom right corner. So I think these fields might be bigger than that though. I don't know. It was a pretty big triangle. It was basically like the bottom corner of Madison County. And then they went back and finished that bottom corner, so we played a second series on it. And I think that was in 19. I want to say the first Madison County was early 19 that we did. It might have been 17. You know what? I think it was 17. I want to say it was Farming Simulator 17 where we first went to Madison County. I might be wrong, but I think it was. I want to say it was 17. It might have been 19, though. I cannot remember. Yeah, that Farms of Madison County map. That was a fantastic map. It was based in Guard, Illinois. It was based on a real location. Like, you can go to Google Maps, and it was, like, almost to the T where the fields were. Yeah, and go revisit it. I know I'm late to the show, but what the beck are you doing? You mean heck? I am landscaping, Kimmy. This is terraforming with the Grain Arcade. Terraforming. Yeah. So what I'm doing is basically making a field. I'm making a field at the same level. And see, this is why I kind of don't like to go forward. It's better to go backwards. So if I come down here and go this way, I can just raise it right up and just keep going kind of at a steady pace. Kind of bounces sometimes, but it's getting there. Sometimes you have to go back and hit some more, but I have never used Giants Editor. I feel like that would require a little more tutorial on my part. So yeah. But this is an in-game process, and you can see why I had to get a government grant. Look at the money up there in the top right corner. That is why we had to get a government grant. Like I said, I started with 999 million. I'm down to 540. So yeah, there's no way we could do this. Just even if we played this map for 5 years and did nothing but beans on it, I still don't think there'd be any way we could do this with our own money. And you have to have a government grant. And when I say government grant, I mean you just have to put the money in there, basically. You thought I was digging a grave for John or old man? That's a little morbid, Kimmy. Oh wow, I think that's a little more than 6 feet. I think that's, I don't know how deep this trench is, but I think that's a little bigger. That's a little that's a little more than 6 feet there. Hello, Firebug. How's it going? So yeah, I started a little bit early, guys. I'm hoping to maybe end a little early. So I went to Sonic, and I'm a little sad and a little upset, but not too much. Today they have 50-cent corn dogs at Sonic, right? So I went and I bought, okay, I got 2 corn dogs, okay, so that's 50 cents a piece. And then I got 2 junior cheeseburgers because, you know, that's the cheapest burger that they have on their menu. And they didn't give me my cheeseburgers. They gave me 4 corn dogs instead of 2 corn dogs. So, and it was on the screen as 2 junior cheeseburgers and 2 corn dogs. So they gave me 4 corn dogs, and I guess I ended up paying for them anyway because, you know, the 2 junior burgers, they weren't 50 cents. So yeah, I could have gone back, but by the time I got in, you know, in my comfortable clothes and sat in my chair and put my feet up, and opened my drink, and turned on Farm Sim, and opened the bag, lo and behold, there were 4 corn dogs. So, but hey, I like corn dogs. I ate all 4 of them too. Tell you what, nothing wrong with a corn dog. Love the corn dogs from the fair. Go to a carnival, get those pronto pups, you know, the foot-long corn dogs. Oh man, good stuff. Get some funnel cake with them, some fried Oreos. Always check before you leave. Yeah, I guess I should do that next time. Feels like a Friday. I think it's because I'm streaming early, but it feels like a Friday to me. I know it's Thursday, but feels like a Friday. Speaking of Fridays, you guys don't miss John's stream tomorrow night. Hopefully he'll have his internet back tomorrow night. He's going to be streaming. They're starting the new Rust server, so you're not going to want to miss that. Twitch.tv/PumaPlow tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's going to be a fantastic stream, I think. Alright, so we got all that filled in. I'm going to zoom in here and kind of look around. Looks pretty good to me. Alright, we can move on to the next hole. So we got a big chunk of that done. Yeah, there's nothing like a carny dog good. This is, let's see, I mean, can I bring that up? Tell you what, I'll just close out of this because I need to save this anyway. I like to do a lot and then I'll save it. Down here we're in 7, or no, we're in 8 and 9 down here, Kimmy. Basically, well, we're kind of in, almost in 20. Well, no, we're in 8. There we are, right there. That's us. We're moving this way, though. There's big holes over here. I think where the colors are, that's where the holes are. So we got a big hole down there. We got a big hole down there. Kind of a littler hole down there and a smaller hole there. And then this is actually land that is above the terrain. So we'll have to knock this down instead of filling it in. So basically what we're doing is taking this field where it's dark right here and making this all the same level. This is all going to be the same level out here. You can see kind of the edge here. This is all going to be the same level. And then we'll probably have a, going to slope this hill down right here, but we'll probably have a smaller field right here, maybe with potatoes in it, and then we're going to do potatoes over here in 37 at some point. But we're not going to do, I don't think we're going to do too much landscaping over here. This is mainly just for the big fields with corn. Probably not going to do too much with 6. Might do some smoothing around the edges, but not going to do too much with 6. Yes, it's all going to be one big field. So if you remember during... trying to see if there's anything that still showed the field. Now I think this line right here is the original field that we had. If you remember when we harvested this 8 and 9 were already tied in kind of as one big field. The only thing that wasn't tied in with it was 23 and 36 there. But basically now what we're going to do, we're going to bring this down here and come all the way across down here and then come up down here. And this is all going to be one big field, all tied together and at the same level. So, and we did finish this up here, Kimmy. I know you came in late. We finished this up here. Matter of fact, I can run up here and show it to you. This is that new field. It's all flat now. This was all that same level as that hill over there. Field 1 through 4, from the west side of the map to the east side of the map. It's all one big flat field now. So this I'm really proud of this one. This one, it took a minute, and I mean, it's huge. It's a nice, long, really big field. And we're going to probably plow this up, either start on it tonight or start on it Saturday morning, maybe, probably. So yeah, big field, no more hill here. You remember when you come out the road from the farm, which is right here, it had the little hill. It had a big hill that went that way, and then it had a little road over here. This was the road that went uphill and up to the forest area up there, and up to field 1 and then up to field 2 over there. Well, now you don't have to go up no more. It is all flat. It's all the same level. So, and it goes all the way down, like I said, to the end of field 4 down here, kind of north of the town there. So this is all the same level. Really big field. It's kind of like the field 29 that we did down here. Got a little patch up plowing to do down there. But we did get the flickering issue fixed down there, so I'm proud of that. So it's kind of like field 29. This one starts on the western side of the map, but it doesn't go all the way over. This one kind of goes just past the midway of the map here, and we're calling this road the middle. So, yeah, Fuzzy. As a matter of fact, at some point, we are going to put grass in this field, and we're going to do bales on it to do our bale challenge. So this, another reason why I wanted to get it flat. Make it easier on our mowers and our balers and our pickup, bale pickup, whatever we have for that. I think we have just the auto load ones. So I think I can tab back to this tractor down here. Alright, so we'll drive over to these holes over here. Oh yeah, it's going to take hours and hours. It's going to take hours to probably plow it. I mean, we've got plenty of. If we can get me and old man, and if Phil wanted to come in, we could probably knock it out, faster than just one of us. I mean, we do have to, you have to turn create field on. As far as I know, the hired workers don't create fields. Not yet, anyway. So, wouldn't that be scary to have a hired worker create a field? that might be bad. But yeah, here's 8 and 9 so far. So, kind of this half of it over here is done. So, all one. I gotta go around, do a little smoothing on the edges. Do some fine tuning on it. And then what I'll probably do is plant trees on the slope that I smooth on the sides. Put some bushes in there, trees, stuff like that. And then it'll have like a natural border to it. So you won't, it won't look like a sheer drop off. And it really won't be. It'll be kind of sloped down. But you wouldn't want to drive down it. But I think there'll be enough trees there, when we put them in that you won't. And we may even put in a fence around it. So that way you can't just drive off of it. So we got these holes out here that we got to fill in. Let's go ahead and get started on them. So we're going to go back into landscaping, leveling, which is the second one here. Bring our mouse up there. We don't want the circle, we want square. So we're going to make that bigger and change it to a square. And then we want to turn the intensity up on it. So I think what I'm going to do is just kind of work from this way, that way. So I'm going to start out here where I know it's flat. Turn that on. And just let her rip, tater chip. Like I said, you go slow and steady, you can get it all the same level. It takes a little time, but it's worth it in the end. See, I can go sideways this way. Just kind of go slow with it. I think I should put a couple of gas stations in the middle of it. Well, we have the farm right up there. We can go fuel up if we need to. Plus, we have the Thunder Creek fuel thing, so fuel trailer. I think we'll be alright. I am leveling a field there, cool cowboy. But yeah, we're gonna definitely do grass up there at some point. I think we're gonna start out with soybeans up north and try to do cotton down south. It would be nice if we could do it in February down south, but I don't know if that's gonna happen or not. We'll see. Because technically we could plant cotton right now. It's February 1st now. So technically we could plant cotton right now. I think I've got enough money to finish this project. I hope I do. I'm down to $535 million. Our government grant only allotted us like a $1 billion, grant so far, so we can apply for more. But we're feeding the world here. We're not only feeding the world, we're fueling the world now, because we take stuff to the ethanol plant and make ethanol fuel for those that run it. All right, I think we'll go ahead and do this one. I have to come over a little. The snow is so bright. Dude, I don't know about y'all, but that wind is like kicking outside here. Go ahead and fill in this little section. Glad I turned my fan on because it's kind of warm. I need something. Is there something that they make for recliners that can cool like your back? Is there something like that? Is there like an air conditioned like mat that you can put behind your back or something? This chair, it's a nice chair, but it gets hot. Guess I could put like an ice pack back there or something. It'd be weird to be like, alright, I gotta go stream. Let me grab my ice pack out of the freezer. That might be a little too cold though. It'd be nice to have something that I could adjust. It'd be nice to have something that I could use as a heat pad in the winter and then a cool pad in the summer. I don't know if something like that exists or not, but... We're getting it. We're really doing it, Harry. We're landscaping the land. Making bigger fields. Our pets' heads are falling off. Not your head, Traxie. Don't look at me like that. Your head's not falling off. Don't look at me like that. Not your head, other pets' heads. Alright, I'm just going to go down this edge like that and then do one more pass up there and bring that up. Alright, so I'm going to come out of that. And you can see you kind of caught a glimpse of it there if you were watching. It kind of just filled in there, so I can drive out here and make sure we did a good job. Now I think we got 2 more holes over there. They're a little bigger. And then we got to knock that hill down up there. But then we should be done. We will have to plow this back out again, but that won't be a problem. Big flat fields. That's what we want. And I think that's what we got here now. So we'll be planting corn in this one. Alright, let's go do this over here. Start up here at the top. Like I said, it's a process that you have to be patient with, but in the long run it does pay off. So the benefits outweigh the risks. So, did anybody go to Taco Bell today? What's the widest plow that we've got? I don't know about plows, but we use the create field with the cultivator mod. So basically, we just we take a big cultivator like the Tiger Mate or the 2410 John Deere 2410 5-section, and we create fields with those. I think the 2410 is bigger than the Tiger Mate, so. Yeah, we really don't use plows. If we're creating a field, we use the big cultivators. Yep, still waiting for old man. I think he's probably eating dinner or something. And he may see this going on and be like, nope, I don't want to be part of this show. This might be Lag City for him, I don't know. Me changing the ground, terraforming like this. Oh, there he is. Hang on, old man. I don't know if he can hear me or not. Hold on, old man. Let me finish this pass here. Go ahead and bring him in here, audio. Well, no, I can't. Hang on, old man. I know you can hear me now. Hang on, I'll give you talk power in just a second. I gotta get this brought up here. Alright, while I'm bringing old man in here, I've got a ton of text messages from work for some reason, so I don't know what's going on there. Let me pull out like that. And we'll do that again and save it. Old man, Grant, Tucker. Hey, old man.
Hello.
How's it going?
Oh, it's going good.
Going good? I started a little early.
I see. I went to dinner and came back and you were streaming.
Yeah, it really wasn't planned. I saw, John's having internet problems, so his stream ended early. And I got to thinking about it. If I start streaming at 4, that means I could end a little early. That means I could end maybe a couple hours early. So, and that always sounds nice because I'm old and tired and I like my bed. So,
Okay. You want me to jump in or you want me to wait?
you can. Yeah, you can come on in. I am landscaping. Just an FYI. So don't fall in any holes because I can't get you out of them.
Well, I did reset my internet, so we're going to see how this works today.
Okay. It's just not a day for internet. Our internet went out at work today.
That's not good.
Something happened. Somehow, like the main line, got cut today. Like out there in the world, like out in a ditch somewhere or something. So when I say the internet was out, I mean the whole internet was out. We went on diversion because of it, because we can't send x-rays, we can't send CAT scans, we can't do MRIs, we can do them as long as they're not stat exams that need like a report like within an hour. So it's just not a good day for internets. It was a good day for me, kind of, because we didn't really do anything. We just sat around and, well, we didn't have internet to browse our phones, but, we sat around and talked and, we still had a few patients that we could do that were not stat patients. So basically we just did those and hung on to the studies. So, yeah, but basically we went on diversion for the ER and like all of that stuff. And apparently it's still not working, so gonna be a little while. Yeah, my load for this game, old man, was a lot longer. And I'm the host, so I bet your sync is gonna be even longer too.
It seems like it's longer.
But hey, we got some flat fields now.
Oh, I bet.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna start cultivating them either tonight or Sunday. Or no, when is the next day? Saturday, that's it. I forgot what day Saturday was. We need a backup line? Yeah, I would think so. You'd think they would have something. They may do that after this. They may say, hey, we need a backup line going in a different direction. We need 2 lines, you know. Traxie, your tail, move it over there. Nope. Keep it right there. Alright. So let's get back into this. So yeah, you can go check out field, basically just turn around and go across the highway there. You can go check that field out. It's nice and flat.
Okay.
I'll come up here with you. I bought another tractor before I took the government grant out. Oh look, there's a sign in it. A stop sign. At the 6R. Yeah, you can see from the tractor how flat it is. Another thing I didn't add was the speed run mod. See, where'd you go? Are you still up here?
Yeah, I gotta change my name.
Oh, okay. I was like, your arrow disappeared. There you are. Snow's really deep still. Still snowing. So yep, it's nice and flat now. I told them, somebody asked if we were going to do bales up here. I was like, actually, yeah, we are at some point. We're going to probably do soybeans first. And do cotton down south. And then we may do a round of cotton up here. But at some point, we will plant grass up here. And do a lot of bales. So.
Oh, yeah. Are you, how much more landscaping you have left to do?
A little bit down south, and then probably take a break from it. Traxie, your tail. No, look, move your butt. You cannot wrap your tail around my arm. It's too hot. Keep your tail over there. Keep your tail over there. Alright. Nope. Look, I don't need a scarf for my arm. Stay. Stay. Alright. Hopefully she will keep her tail over there. I may go put her in her chair. It's too hot. You can't wrap your tail. Don't look at me like that. It's too hot. It's like 95 degrees out there. And you want to wrap your tail around my arm. Oh, you have 2 internet lines? I thought about getting 2 internet lines. I think I have access to 2 now, but that gets kind of expensive. Especially with the packages that I want, so. But yeah, big flat field there now, so. Let's go back down here and see if we can get this landscaping done. Alright. Oh, there's a hole right there. I need to fill that in. Don't do it. Don't do it. Traxie. Go lay in your chair. Go lay in your chair. Go. Go lay in your chair.
So we have to cultivate the southern field, right?
Yes. I actually need to kind of go in and I got some spots down there where we gotta create fields. I think I'm gonna expand it a little more. But there's a line down there somewhere where I've got to put in trees again at some point. I'm going to hold off on the trees just to make sure that flicker issue's gone. We do have stumps that need to be ground out down in 26 and over at 17, 15, somewhere in there.
What's the priority? 26 or 17? And
I guess it probably 26 because there's no crop down there, and 15 has barley in it. So probably 26.
I'll get on that.
Alright. Alright, let's get our brush back here. Square. Turn the intensity up. If it starts to lag, let me know. And then I can finish this later. Alright, here we go. Hello, how's it going? Welcome in, welcome in. I know, right? If the snow melts in these holes, I mean, and then it rains, because it's supposed to rain in March a lot. We could have some ponds down here if we don't fill these holes in, so we got to get them filled in. That could be bad. Alright, where was that little hole at? It was right down here, wasn't it? I think I got it. Alright, let me kind of square this off a little. Go this way.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Matt, I'm going to make you a little jelly day right now.
Okay.
My son's bringing me home to Taco Bell pizza.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was fixing to ask a while ago. The Taco Bell pizza, the Mexican pizza at Taco Bell is back. I was debating on getting that today, and I figured I'd probably rather avoid the madness, like the rush, like the long lines and stuff, on the first day. And today they had 50-cent corn dogs at Sonic, so I was like, let me go to Sonic today, and then I can go get a Mexican pizza maybe tomorrow, or next week or something. I could become a salmon farmer? No. Wouldn't that be cool? That could be another animal they could do. I mean, they have fish farms. You could be a fish farmer. Imagine taking the fish to the seafood place. Dude, they could mod in like a Red Lobster. Or a Captain D's. Or a Long John Silver's. That'd be cool if you could go fishing on Farm Sim. Don't see it happening though. I think that's kind of... I don't think that's on the priority list. I mean, we're just now getting buddy seats, so... Uh-oh. I got a weather notification. Hang on, what's this about? It's probably saying high winds or something like that. If I could hit the right button. Let's read this here. Okay, yep. Pretty much it's windy. I can look out back and look at my tree and say, hey, it's windy. It's a little windy on the windy side. Not the Dave Thomas windies, but, not the chocolate frosty windies, but the wind windy. The winds of change. Tumbling weed in the wind. That kind of wind. I have the most terrible song stuck in my head. And it's not really even a song. I saw a video today. Does anybody remember the yodeling kid in Walmart?
You don't have that stuck in your head, do you?
It is stuck in my head. And I can't get it out. Hey Twitchy, yep, we started early. You didn't get notified? Yeah, we did. We started a little. I figured if I started early, that maybe I could end early. So my body's, that sounded good to my body, cause I'm very tired and stuff. So. How far along on the project? Well, we finished the main one up north. That's all flat now. It's ready to go, other than, we still got to plow it and put some more grass in, which won't take long. I'm going to hold off on putting trees in until we make sure that there's not any, visual glitches like we had down south. So if there is, I'll elevate that border like I did down there. But so far, I haven't seen any visual, glitches. Well, the true test will come when we cultivate it, I think. And when we do, that way we'll know. So I'll cultivate a perimeter up there of what we, need to do. Because we will have to, I am going to put trees in, regardless of visual glitches. So, but I'm going to hold off because if we do have that problem, we'll need to elevate the border a little and then plant the trees. So. And that's the same reason why I'm kind of holding off down south down there. I want to make sure, once we cultivate that back out a little bit and get the grass in there and, start working on getting a crop in there to make sure that it doesn't have any visual glitches. I'll say this, my thumb is getting tired. I think I'm about to crack my knuckles. Here we go. Alright. Get a drink while I'm stopped here. So yeah, moving along with it here. We're getting these holes filled in. I think we've only got one more big one. Oh, I'm on 8 and 9 now. Let me go ahead and save this. Save our progress. So yeah, I got this much. This is where I kind of just stopped, and you can see it just turned dark brown. I got to fill in the rest of this, which this is just maybe 2 or 3 more passes. And then we got a little bit of a larger hole right there to fill in, and then I got to knock down this hill. This shouldn't take long. Knocking it down is easier than filling them in, so that won't take long. But I'm in 7. No, I keep saying 7. Where is field? 7's way over there. We're in field 8 and 9. Well, really, we're in 23 right now, but this is all going to be one flat field. So if we look at this area out here, you can see how flat it is. And then this is the part that I got to come and knock down next after that. We're going to smooth the edges down, plant some grass on the edges. And we kind of got it at about the same level as at least these grain bins down here. The farm sits up just a tad higher, which is not a bad thing because we can look out over this field now. So I got to do some, like I said, some fine tuning, a little smoothing, and maybe a little bit more leveling, taking out some of these bumps here. There's a few bumps left. But for the most part, we'll come in and do some smoothing and plant trees on the edges of these hills. I thought about taking the fence out, but when we get cows, I think they march around out there. Don't know how far out they go, but Need to check that. So yeah, just got to get this going. You know what? Instead of running down there, I'm gonna do a little quantum leap. There we go. Go back to landscaping, leveling. So yeah, I got this little trench to fill in, and then this part right here, which this actually it's not as big as I thought it was. This won't take long. Just got to get all this filled in. Yeah, this shouldn't take long. Let's see, where was I at? I turned my camera. See, that's the hardest part is getting it lined back up to 90. I shouldn't have turned my camera. 90 degrees. There we go. Oh, there's where I stopped. I was like, I thought I stopped in the middle down here. I did. Right there. So yeah, this is just going to be a lot better for our equipment. Once we get the predetermined fields made, it'll be a lot easier on the workers. And just, like I said, a lot easier just to harvest, really. Because the hills, I mean, you think about the hills, you know, when you have a field on that has a hill in it, you know, whether you got a hired worker on it or you're doing it yourself, your tractor is going to slow down going uphill. And it's going to keep using that same amount of, you know, fert or seed or, you know, herbicide or whatever. And, you know, a lot of times, you know, your sprayer boom, if the hill's, you know, not broad enough, it can get caught on the hills and you can get stuck, and then your AI hired worker gets stuck, and then he just quits. He walks off the job. He gets so upset about getting stuck that he just leaves it all right there in the field and walks away. So this will help with that. How did you figure out how to do this? Trying to remember. They introduced the landscaping tool in early 2019. And yeah, I think if you go back and watch my Ravenport series, which I know, Ravenport, ew. But basically, the Ravenport series, when they first introduced this, I think I was already several episodes in. And that Let's Play, that's where I really learned to use this tool. Basically, yeah, it was kind of a trial and error thing. And there were some mistakes made. Yeah, that's pretty much where I learned how to use it. And then too, you know, you kind of do more and, you know, practice more. We had a lot more practice over on Madison County. You know, I said 17 a while ago. That couldn't have never been right because we had the landscaping tool when we first played that map, so it was 19. So we played it twice in 19. You gotta remember, guys, 19 was around for like 3 years. So I think Madison County was like in the first year, and then we went back to it like in the third year. So that sounds about right. Tell you what, I'm just gonna do this center section first and then come back and hit those holes there. Hey Mickey, we're landscaping. We're making fields. Making some pretty good fields. Pretty good size fields here. Kind of terraforming, basically. Alright, got that hole filled in. Now we'll move on to this little triangle here. No, we're not max height all over the map. And I turned my camera again. Shouldn't have done that. Because now I'll never get back on 90 degrees here. Oh, there we go. Okay, don't touch the right stick. Let me just go ahead and get out of this and save it again. Let me show you what we're doing. Nah, that's not what we're doing. Hey Trent, how's it going? So basically, let me go back to the map here. Here's our field 9, 8, 23, and 36. We had already kind of made some of this one field anyway. 23, I think it was right above 23 is where it cut off. We're extending this down to about the river, and just going to take it along like this way straight across. So this is all one field now. And we're leveling it off. So it's all going to be at the same level. I'm going to slope the sides off and plant trees on the sides. May even put a fence on the tree line. But this is all one field now. And we did the same with 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is all flat up here now. So no more hills to contend with up here. And this will make it easier on like the hired workers, and it'll make it easier on us. It'll make doing the grass bale challenge a lot better because now we have a really long field. We can just hire the mower out and then set up GPS lines and go along with our balers and bale the bales. So probably get more than one mower going. But yeah, basically just leveling this field out. It's going to be nice, all the same level. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Flat is good. Field 34. What was wrong with field 34? I don't even know where 34 is at. Let's see. I'm looking. 34. Where was field 34 at? There's 35. 36. 33. 32. Oh, 34. Yeah, did I? I don't know if I did or not. I know I got all the stumps out. I don't know. I think what I'm doing, I'm working my way south. So that's 34 and then 32 down here are on the project lists. They're not priority projects, but they're on the lists. So I really wanted to get, this was numero uno priority up here, getting all this field done. And then the second priority is getting this one done. So we'll probably just, what we'll do is level that off over to the edge of the river over there. And probably get all this lined up with it. Still got trees here to cut too, so and then what I really want to do is level this off with the 32 comes up there a little bit. Level this off from the highway to 32 there, because there's quite a dip right there where these trees were. So it's gonna look, it's gonna be good when we get done with it. It's gonna look real nice, as long as I don't fall in the holes here. Alright, so I'm at 90. Let's go back to landscaping, leveling. This will make the harvesting a lot better. Fertilizing, herbiciding. If I can get done with what I need to get done here, which I probably will, we may start cultivating. We may start plowing. Like I said, I'll probably come back and do some fine tuning on this field later, because that's going to be, you know, a process. I'll probably work on this tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon. So yeah, we'll probably start cultivating tonight. What, you don't like the Bob Ross kind of type content, Twitchy? Am I not doing it right? Do I need to put like a happy little tree down in there with some happy birds? We're gonna put just a little happy tree down here in the right corner. There's a happy little tree right there. It's always nice to have a happy tree. Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna go left and right here. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but yeah, that's probably not a good idea. It's not staying straight there. I probably need to go east-west and just mainly go west. See, like I said, it's better to come down this way with it. Especially if you're on controller. It's funny watching money melt away like snow under a blowtorch. That's very specific there. Very specific. It's kind of what it looks like, though. You look up there at the money in the top right corner. And, I mean, just think about it. I started with 999 million. Down to 509 million. So we've almost spent 500 million on the north field up there, and what we've done so far on 8 and 9 here. What's going on here? We are leveling out an area on the map to make a field. We want a nice level field, so we're doing some terraforming, leveling out the ground. Yep, it's melting away. I don't know, have we really been streaming for almost an hour and a half? Yeah, we have, haven't we? Time flies, I guess, when you're having fun. Old man, you haven't had a heart attack over there, have you?
No, still going.
Okay, he's still here. He's still alive. He's still breathing. They wanted to check on you.
There's a lot of stumps.
Uh-huh. There's a lot of stumps out there. I did, I think, the west side and a little bit of the south side. And that was when I was like, you know what, I really got to get that done down there on that southern field. So that's when I stopped and went on over to field 29. Yep, he's still here. I still got to get some bomb pops. I ran out of bomb pops. Gotta get some more. You ever had a bomb pop, old man?
Oh yeah.
Red, white, and blue popsicles. It reminds me of the 4th of July. Fireworks and hot dogs and barbecue and grilled burgers and sweet corn on the cob and good stuff. Fireworks and like we're approaching, like, I know Memorial Day is a day that we remember, you know, the servicemen that have fallen and everything, but Memorial Day has become like it's in their honor that we do all the things that we do. You know, they died, you know, for our freedom to be able to do that stuff. So fireworks and hot dogs and burgers and all of that fun stuff.
Have you seen the deer in that F4 mode?
Yeah.
They look a little freaky.
Yeah. Kind of remind me of those deer. Have you seen those deer at Christmas time that have the Christmas lights on them?
Yeah, they do a little bit.
Kind of remind me of that a little bit. Okay, Fuzzy Farming Sim was worried about you. He thought he had I guess like a mental image of you out in the cold field all alone, and then you like have a heart attack and I guess kill over.
No, I'm good.
No, he's good. And that's it. No more fill-in part. We're done with the fill-in. Looks like. So there's the edge. We'll do that now. I'm actually going to switch this around to hopefully true north now. There's my tractor. Whoop. Can never get it just right. Although really here it probably won't matter too much because I've got border edges done here, so this goes a lot quicker. This I can attack kind of from the front and then just, you know, kind of go with it. It depends on how high the hill is, but for the most part it does go quicker. Oh man, you're a tough old critter.
Yeah, I've been around. Yeah, I'm tough a little bit, I guess. I don't know.
Alright. You can kind of see where the terrain, when you're going faster, where the terrain kind of comes in there. If it reaches the back of the square, you know you're not getting it. So I can see some there. It's kind of getting close over on that left side over there. So I'm going to slow down a little. Sometimes you do have to go back and forth a little bit. Honestly, I thought it was over further than I am. And we're approaching 500 million, so we've just about spent 500 million. Come on. Well, we won't go into age specifics like numbers, but old man is slightly older than me, and I feel like I'm getting there.
I've been to the moon and back. That's how old I am. Been around the world a couple times.
Is old even old? Let me say this. I'm gonna, and this is one of my favorite quotes. It's from Indiana Jones. It's not the years, it's the mileage. It depends on how hard you have lived life. It doesn't matter what age you are, because I mean, if you've really lived like hard and worked hard and stuff like that, your body starts talking to you, and I can vouch for that.
But I'm a kid at heart, so
Yeah, you're young at heart. You got the spirit, and I would imagine this is. Oh man, I bumped a stick. I gotta line that back up a little bit there. I would imagine that maybe wrestlers go through that, because often wrestlers have to retire at a pretty young age. That's close enough. And I'm by no means a wrestler, but you work 24-hour shifts in the ER for a few years, and then go to 12s on the weekends for a few years, and then work the prime time shift, which that's what I call it. It's the evening shift during the week. And you think about working that shift in the hospital, in the ER, and on the floor, and you think about working it, alone. So you're doing all the heavy lifting and all the work, and it definitely it gets to you. Plus, that wasn't my first job. My first job was working at Sears. I started working there when I was let's see, was I a junior in high school, I think? Yeah, I think I was a junior when I started working there. And that, I did a lot of stupid stuff, like lifting refrigerators and freezers and stuff like that. Probably, should have had some help, or, done it like the right way. Good evening, Smiley. How's it going? But I can remember, unloading trucks. We had to take them big refrigerators off there, and stoves and washers and dryers and lawn mowers, the riding mowers. We'd have to pull the crates off and everything, and take the crates apart and put them together. And so yeah, it's not the years, it's the mileage. Sears shipping and receiving, yeah. I did it. I was at a store, and when I first started there, I did basically, like, I don't know what the official title would be. I was like putting stuff together and taking stuff out of boxes and putting stuff out, and unloading trucks, and eventually I kind of graduated up to helping out on deliveries, and that was even worse because, man, it's hot out there on delivery, and some people's houses are just ugh. When the dog under the front porch is living better than the people inside, that's when it's pretty bad. And then after that, for a while, I worked there. I think I worked there for 6 years. I worked there through college while I was in X-ray school, and after that, I got to work a little more in the store, like running stuff in the store, doing, being like a sales guy kind of. I still did, the other stuff too, but I got to do the extra stuff with it. And then sometimes I was opening and closing the store. So they trusted me enough to have a key. And then for that last year there, I worked at the hospital, and I worked at Sears, and I went to school, and I went to clinicals, and then I ate and slept and studied. That was pretty much it. That was a fun year. Yeah. Yep. I've seen people do some crazy stuff. I've seen them put like stoves and washers and dryers in their trunks. Yeah, with the trunk open, they'd get it in there and tie it in, and I'd just be like, wow. Yeah, you think you're Superman when you're that young, and I've learned now that I am no Superman. Stuff hurts. Alright, just about got it knocked out. Alright. I think we're good. Let's do a little drive around. Where? Oh, there it is. Like I said, got some fine tuning to do, smoothing around the edges, and eventually we'll put the trees back in. But I think we're good. I think we got the internal part and all the holes filled here at least. So there's not any more color on this field, is there? If there's colors up here, then we're not done. That just needs to update. There it goes. There's a little color over there, but I think that's where I've got to extend it out a little bit. So that's on the edge. That's not in the center. As long as it's not in the center, we're alright. Yep, looks pretty good to me. Nice and flat. It's going to make a good field. Good. Alright. So yeah, like I said, gonna come in and do some work around the edges, and then we'll be ready to cultivate this field. Enable gopher mode, yeah. Oh, that's a little sharp. Yep. See, gotta do the little smoothing. Alright, I'm gonna leave this tractor right here. I'm gonna take a quick break, guys, and I'll be back in just a couple minutes. Get me another drink, and I'll be back, and I guess we can probably start doing some perimeter lines around some of these fields. I need to get down there and do 29 first. I think the tractor's already down there. So I will be right back. And I am back.
Welcome back.
Alright. So I've got a tractor down here with a cultivator on it. This is our 9RT. So I'm going to unfold that. And guess what? My controls are not working. I want to reprogram my controls real quick. Surprise, surprise. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that one. And let's see, that one. And that one. And that one. Okay. Think we're good to go there now. You know what? Create fields, is that? Trying to remember what it was now. I think it was that. Yep. Sounds about right. Save controls. That doesn't matter. It won't save it for the next time. Let's see. I think that's it. So turn that on. And it's hard to see because of the snow. Go up here. We're going to go east and west. Go forward. Turn the line on, although we can't see it. I'm going to auto width. See where that takes me. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to shift my track and then lock it in. So let me turn around here. Kind of want a fast time just to get through the snow.
Please.
I think we'll do that because I can't see anything. Can't even see where the border of the field is to start here. So let's go up here. You can hear that weather station. It's making a lot of noise over there. Is anything on sale? There's a tractor, but I think we've already got one of those. Let's sleep. Let's go to 9. So we're going to go through February, I think. Get out of this snow. I'd rather have rain than snow. No, we don't use auto drive or course play. I feel like the new AI is heading in that direction. So, and we might use that more down the road when it gets here, when they improve it more. Let's see, is anything on sale really good? No, not really. So we will sleep again. We still need to move too. We haven't moved yet. I could probably switch that to 8. Nope. We can really hear that thing. Sounds like it's got a short in it. Yeah, I don't think that thing works. Alright, so March, there's actually no rain in the 1st of March according to that forecast. But snow all through February until 1 a.m. Wow, right at midnight the snow's going to turn off. Let's go to 8. So this should get rid of the snow. I know the snows here are real in Green Valley, Nebraska. They're really real. They get deep too. Okay, so I don't know what the temperature, let's see, it's 26 degrees. It's supposed to be up to 54 though. Wow, that's quite a jump. I'm surprised we won't have thunderstorms with that. Oh wait, 64. Wait a minute, this thing is changing. So I think the snow, we're fixing to see like an instantaneous melting of the snow. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. I'm waiting. I don't think that's the real temperature. I don't think it's actually 26 because that says 60 at 8 o'clock. And it's 8 o'clock. It may take a minute. Might take a little longer on these 4X maps. Do you want to build a snowman? No, I can't. I want to farm. Well, maybe it'll take a minute. We'll see. Hopefully it goes away pretty quick. Wait, I think it's going down. I think I saw it move. I swear I saw that move. Come on. Melt away. Oh, I saw something. Hang on. Is it just when I turn my camera? No? Oh, does that make a difference? Maybe if we fast time a little bit. Fast time a little. Go to 9 o'clock. Go away, snow. Go away, snow. Heat wave. This is my island in the sun. Go away, snow. Okay, it's 31. I think it will go away. It's gonna be like a snap of a finger. It's gonna go, you know. It's gonna be like, oh, it's Winter Wonderland. Nope. Go away, snow. Be gone. Nope. Okay. Well, maybe we go to 10 o'clock. Because that says, look at that. Doesn't that say, I'm not wrong here, right? It says 9 o'clock, 61 degrees, and it's 31 degrees. And it's 9 o'clock now. Yeah, it's after 9 o'clock. Am I being punished for cutting all the trees down? Is that what it is? Hello, Sonny. Well, maybe we should start up here. Okay, it's 35. That's above melting, right? Yeah, 32 is freezing, so I think it's gonna go. It's so bright. No, Fuzzy, no. Try to keep it family friendly, bud. Gotta get rid of just that one. Maybe we should fire up the barbecue. That'll heat things up and we could grill some steaks. Steak and eggs for breakfast.
That sounds good.
It should start melting at 35 degrees. That says 62, but I don't think it's going to get that high. I don't think that weather thing helped at all. But I need to push some of those out, don't I? We'll do that while we're waiting on the snow to melt. Ooh. Oh, another one spawned in its place. This is the thing. This is like a tight spot. You can't get really behind them really well to push them out. It's a very, very tight spot. I'm gonna Austin Powers this here in a minute. Go! Clear the pad. Global cooling. Alright, let's see. Is that it? Just that? Nope, nope, nope. There comes some more. I was like, is that it? No. Come on. Phil did a good job. He stacked all these pallets on there already for us. Oh man, are you kidding? Another 4 spawned? They left. Come on. Go. I think that's all we got. Hopefully 4 more won't spawn. Maybe we got it that time. Oh, that's government grant money. We probably should take that out. We'll take it. We're not selling anything right now, so. Plus, I still got to do some smoothing and stuff, so we'll probably keep it in until Saturday morning. We'll probably have it gone. Probably won't need it then. Yep, we got it. Okay. No more should spawn, so I'm just going to leave this parked out here. Did the snow go away? Nope. Well, I guess I'm just going to have to plow in the snow until it goes away. Do that. Do that. And then shift my track. See if it locks in. Looks like it did. Go back here, start back as far back as I can get with it. Alright, create field. On. Lower. And we're off. So mainly what we're doing down here, we're checking to make sure there's no flickering. I think we got it out though. I think raising that edge fixed that issue. Hopefully it did. Find out here in a minute. Not seeing any flickering. Yes, I did. I did see there were 2 of them, I think. Alright, I'm not seeing any flickering. No visual glitches. Now there is a cutout in the snow up here, but that's not like a visual glitch. Oh snap! DJ's working on his next map already. Boy, it looks like a doozy, too.
Does he have a name yet, or just working on it?
Nope, no name. Oh, wait. Hang on. It's Upper Mississippi River Valley. 4X. Part of it is in Iowa. Trying to remember, what states was it? Was it Iowa and Illinois? Looks like he's completely redoing it. That is not a very flat map. That's more, I mean, you got the Mississippi River running right through it. And big bridges, and yeah, it's definitely not flat. Iowa, Illinois, Missouri, and Wisconsin. So there's 4 states. Wow. Wow. Uh-oh, I've got an offset here for some reason. See that red line? That means there's an offset for some reason. I don't know why. Hopefully that line is still straight. Let me raise the cultivator there. Let's go in and see if we can address this issue. Yep, there's a 0.78 foot offset. So let's see, I think this button will clear it. Hopefully that keeps our line straight where we were. Yep, keeps us straight. So I don't know why we had an offset. Well, it put us out a little bit there. That's the problem with having snow, you know. You can't see your lines in the snow. Now that map was not meant to be flat. Upper Mississippi River Valley, that's I played that before. That's not a new map. That's actually, he's bringing that one back. It looks like he's just redoing it for 22. Yeah, I think one state's on one side of the river and one state's on the other. There might be 3 and there might be 2 and there might be 4, but Iowa is definitely one of them because it's in one of the pictures. So I think it would be nice if he did a big Iowa map, either 4X or 16X. A DJ modding 4X or 16X Iowa map would be awesome. It looks good, I mean, just from what I'm seeing on it. It's a fictional 4X map based on the northeast region of Iowa. So pull out my trusty dusty maps here. So yeah, if it's northeastern Iowa, it would border probably Wisconsin, not Illinois. And it may be at the cross where Illinois and Wisconsin meet. It could be, you know, Iowa, Wisconsin, and Illinois. If it's in the northeast part of it. It looks pretty decent though. I'm looking at the map here. I'm familiar with the map, and it almost looks the same. I think it is the same, unless that's not the final version of the map. It looks like the 19 version from what I'm looking at here so far. Yep, corn country. That's right. He'll probably implement the corn dryers up there then. I would imagine he would. So there's where I had to go out and smooth out a little bump out there. And here's another spot where I had to smooth out a bump. So I haven't seen any flicker issues where the map disappears or the tractor disappears, so I'm going to say that's probably fixed over there. Oh. He bumped up on the snow. I was like, why did he bump up like that? He's half on the snow and half off. Maybe that's why we had an offset a while ago. I don't know. Looks like Texar is working on some stuff too. You know what, I'm going to go on down to where we need to plow. And just hit these spots, and then I'm going to go up north. If I can get a perimeter in. Whoa, let there be light. Oh. The sun just came out in my back window here. I guess there were clouds out there. And it is bright. It's like somebody just turned on a couple of lamps, because I got two windows just back here, and alright.
Well, 26 is done.
Alright. Boy, that's really hard to tell. With all the snow still here. That snow should have melted by now. Come on, map update. I guess that's good enough for me right there. As long as I don't see like any terrain, I think that'll work. I'm gonna go grab this little spot over here. Wherever it's at. There it is. Alright. Got that done. Now we'll head up north. I may move this border over a little bit on the north side here too, because there's plenty of grass here, and the only real width that we need is enough for a truck, maybe the grain, what do you call it, mother bin? Because it didn't go out that far this when we harvested corn, and we didn't need all that extra grass space there, so. Can't believe the snow has not melted. The sun is out. It's 36 degrees. It's probably going to go all at once, if I had to guess. Whoa, whoa. Oh, I don't know. They see snow. We've seen. I live in the deep south of the United States, and we've seen snow in April sometimes. So it's very possible, especially for Nebraska. Yeah, it's only March 1st. We usually see, and I'm disappointed in this because I'd rather see my snows, in December. But we usually see the majority of our snows, and it's really not even in January anymore. It's more March and February and March that we see our biggest snow. It's crazy, but I guess that's just the way it is. If I had my way, and I've talked about this before, if I had my way, it would start snowing on December 1st. Okay, snow enough to cover the ground, not enough to cause traffic problems, or anything. We're not talking about a blizzard or anything here. But enough to cover the ground to give us a nice good snow. The kids can build a snowman. Um, just something that looks really good. And keep it that way until December 26th or December 27th, somewhere in there. A couple days after Christmas. Then it can all melt. The sun can come out, dry it up. Let it be a nice 65, 72 degree New Year's and New Year's Day. And yeah, keep it that way. Snowed in May there in Wisconsin, yeah. Can't even tell there's barley under there. You can see it a little bit. I'm hoping this barley field will grow. Yeah, it's growing. The barley is growing, so it's moving along into another later stage. Hopefully it'll keep going. Just had your last snow May 5th in Wisconsin. On this map, it snowed in August for you? Wow. Big, huge field. Alright, let's see what we need to do. Oh yeah, Farmer Ryan, you missed all that. Yeah, I worked on this, got it all flattened out. Yep. I think I want to go along, leave a little bit of room there for some stuff. And then maybe take it over a little. Or just stay straight right there and leave a little bit of room down there too. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, trust me, that took about 9 or 10 hours to do, and I don't have 9 or 10 hours at a given time to do it all, so would have had to have stopped it, and you guys wouldn't have got to see the whole process anyway, so be glad you did not. I really need the snow to go away. The snow is like holding me back. I would go ahead and grass in these areas, but I can't see enough with the snow there. Okay, so let me tell you what, let me bring this back up. Go east and west, turn my line on. There's another offset. What is with this offset? I'm getting an offset with this, I don't know if it's this cultivator or what, but it's giving me an offset every time I do that. So I guess we'll go from right there. Yeah, I don't know why that's giving me an offset. I don't know if that's the GPS doing that or if that's this cultivator doing that. No, I didn't stream that part. Basically, Tuesday we finished clearing the trees around this field, and I had to go in and do the stumps. So part of that work was stump work. Had to get rid of the rest of the stumps from about the middle of field 3 on over to the east there, and then I did the landscaping. Then I had to do a lot of checking for stumps and like wood chunks and stuff. Is Farming Simulator 22 good? Yes, it is. If you always wanted to be a farmer, this is your chance to do so. Yeah, kinda, yeah. I mean, it's a simulation. So it's I mean, it's if you enjoy farming or any aspect of farming, this is the game for you. Yes, it is very relaxing to play this game. It's not really stressful. I mean, you get your field tilled, and and you get to harvest. You ever rage quit this game? I don't know how long it's going to take. I was going to tell old man once I get this perimeter put in, if he gets tired of grinding stumps, he can come up and grab another cultivator. No, I don't know where you heard that. Old man, is this going to be our potato field?
No.
No. Old man's having a blast with those stumps.
I got 3 more stumps, but there's 3 of them I can't find a trigger on, so you might have to come down and see if you can get it.
Okay. Do they look like they're deeper?
Yeah, they look like they're really deep.
Okay. Some of them, they get deep where we have to dig down to them. Any that you can't get, just leave them and then I'll get them later.
Stumps are done except for those 3.
Alright.
That's in field 15, 17, and 26. Oh no. 24. No, 15, 17, and 26. You didn't have anything in 24 or 25 yet, right?
No. I cut a few trees in the forest up there, but I've still got trees to cut up there, so whatever's up there can just stay up there. It's one of those future deals.
Do you have another cultivator?
Do you want a deer or do you want a case?
Deer, please.
Somewhere in Fair Oaks Farm there, the other cultivator, I think it's in that front shed, and then any of those tractors back there in the shed should pull it. The 8R, the 8RT, the 9RX, or the 9R that's up here by the shop. But any one of those should pull it, because this one only requires 400. So, let's see, we'll just make our turnaround point right there. Turn that back on, turn that off. Let me switch to north and south, and I'll do that number right there. See, there's another offset. I don't know if it's this cultivator. It's got to be this cultivator. For some reason, it's giving me an offset there. Run, deer. Right on the money. Use that cord. What? What, Twitchy? So yeah, if you want to start, you can see where I started cultivating there on the west side of the animal dealer. If you want to start just on the north of where I started, on that north side of where I started.
Okay.
Kind of going clockwise. I may switch it up and go counterclockwise. And that may be why I'm getting an offset, because on the left side of this cultivator, it's got like a step off on it. This side over here is straight on the right, so it's not a big deal. I mean, it's... Oh, detonation cord. I was like, what is what? Like a primer cord then. Alright, I need to see my line. And I'm gonna do east and west again. And I got another offset again. I don't know about that. And I'm gonna turn right there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to back up.
Gonna need that option too, Matt.
Okay. It didn't start in time. Let's see. Alright. Yep, so far so good. Main thing I was concerned with was having the visual glitches, but knock on wood, I haven't seen any yet. Hello, Brent. Bad I can't, you can't even see the other end. Some of it, yes. This field here, field 1 through 4, going east here, this has all been leveled, so this is all the same level. Field 9 and 8 has been leveled. Got to do some touch up around the edges, but the main part of the field has been leveled. Should you do a big soybean or a big cotton harvest on your map? That's up to you. I mean, which would you rather do? With cotton, you can just hire out the harvesters and let them go and then go back and pick up the bales later. But, with soybeans, it's more like traditional harvesting, so it's whatever you're in the mood for. And this edge over here to the left, like I said, I'm waiting to see, I wanted to cultivate it first and kind of see if it was going to have any visual glitches. We may just plant some trees over there on the edge. May not have to elevate it too much or at all. If there's no visual issues, then we won't have to do, anything with it. That may have been just a down south exclusive thing. The old man's rolling. I'm rolling. Now that's our federal grant money that we used to do the leveling. We started out the stream doing leveling down on 8-9, so we still have that money in the bank. We're not selling anything right now, and we're not, we don't have any hired workers or anything, so that is landscaping money there. Probably going to keep it in until Saturday, because like I said, tomorrow morning and probably tomorrow afternoon, while we watch the Rust stream that John's going to have at twitch.tv/PumaPlow at 6 p.m. Central Standard tomorrow afternoon. Brand new Rust server, brand new Rust stream, don't want to miss it. While we're watching that, we'll probably be doing some touch-ups to the fields here. Gonna put grass on the edge and plant some trees, I'm sure, and yeah, so that's federal grant money for improving the farmlands, so we can produce more food. Well, not just food, but more, I guess, products. There's a shortage. There's a supply shortage going on right now, so the government gave us some money to try to help in the supply shortage. There's a shortage on, like, soybeans and corn and t-shirts and 100% cotton. The touch, the feel of cotton, the fabric of our lives. We gotta feed and clothe America, pretty much. And we also gotta provide the beer and the whiskey, I guess, because we bought the beer and the whiskey factory on this map. So, yeah. We gotta keep the essentials rolling, through America. Gotta keep the essentials. We're gonna have Lay's potato chips, ethanol, and beer and whiskey. Okay? Those are essentials. Gotta keep the production supply chain rolling. What other factories did we buy? We bought the oil factory. That's needed for the potato chip factory, though. The only thing we didn't buy was the winery yet, and we haven't done grapes yet, so that might be something that we may have to do. Yeah, and have fun. I think I'm almost halfway. Yep, just past the halfway point. We consider this road the halfway point. So I just passed halfway. It's going to be a huge field. Look, we could do grapes in this field.
In what field?
This one.
I'm going to be growing my beard that day.
Okay.
Trying to.
Now, if we did grapes, it'd have to be a really small... And you'd probably want it somewhere close to the winery. I think the winery's over here somewhere, isn't it? Or is it down south? There's the bakery. There's the dairy. The winery may be down south. Is it down here? Oh, it is down south. Okay. Maybe that would be a good thing to do down here then. Have some, since this is going to be so small down here, just have some vineyards running back and forth down here. Maybe some going north and south over here. We could do olives and grapes down here. We could build a pizzeria down here somewhere. We still have that pizzeria we could build down here in Hay Springs somewhere. We could clear these trees out right here and put the pizzeria right across from the baseball field. Might be a good idea. I wish somebody would do an American-style pizzeria, like a Pizza Hut, or like an old school Pizza Hut with a buffet, and arcade games in it and stuff. Somebody needs to work on that. Somebody build a Pizza Hut sell point that we can use as the pizzeria, because the in-game pizzeria looks very, very European. It looks like they went straight to France or Italy and found a pizzeria and like, okay, that's what we want in the game. We need it. We need a Pizza Hut or something. Or it doesn't even have to be name brand. Just, pizzeria or something, and make it look more American. It'd be cool if you could go inside and actually sit down and order a pizza. But, you can just give me the external of the building. I'll be happy. Boy, that wind. It is really gusting out here. And it wasn't supposed to be windy today. It's really supposed to be windy tomorrow. Alright, coming up on the turn. Finally made it to the end of the field here. Turn my lines back on where I can see them. And I got another offset. Man, that's going to happen every time with this cultivator, isn't it? Oh, don't invert it. I want to erase it.
Yeah, because I had to fix mine too.
Yeah. So yeah, you can see when I leveled this off, it is slightly higher than where these trees are. So I sloped this down a little bit. You can kind of see it if I zoom out a little more here. So you can see how the field is a little more elevated than the trees right there. So that, I knew that was a possibility. So I came in, sloped it down, put some grass in. This is kind of what I want to do down on 98, just on a bigger scale. Like the slope is going to be a little steeper, but slope it out, smooth it out to where it's kind of looks like a steep slope. Put some grass on it, put some trees on it maybe, on, you know, if it's not too steep. And kind of, you know, do like a tree border. Of course, have the trees a little up on the slope there, and then maybe put a fence in front of the tree line. Just as an extra kind of barrier there. I'm sure I've got an offset. No. Maybe I will when I set the auto width. Yep, there it is. It's when I set the auto width that I get that offset in there. I don't know why. Let's go from there. Waller, there didn't used to be, but here recently they put in a 100 pallet limit. They say that they're, well, I hit my cruise off. They say that they're gonna take that back with the next update, which I guess probably would be with the Kubota DLC, unless they have something else in between here and then. So they're allegedly going to remove that limit, at least for the PC people. They'll probably keep it on for console people, but they did it for PC people too, which I was kind of shocked at because, you know, PC people usually you don't have the limits that the console people do because, you know, it just depends on your PC. So I know as PC players, we like to play a certain way, and when they restrict on the way you can play, that's, you know, it's like telling a fat kid he can't have a candy bar, you know, you just can't do that. So yeah, see, that's the thing. When we were on Elm Creek, I know is where we did really got into the big production parts of it. We stored up, well, I know we had probably more than 100 pallets because we stored up a lot of other pallets. So, yeah, I don't know why they put the restriction in like that. especially for PC players. My cultivator's kind of going in and out there, isn't it? I might have to go back down that one. There's no offset. Nope. Turn around and go back down that one. May have to start going counterclockwise with this. Yeah, we'll just have a little dotted edge there. Tell you what, I'm just going to rotate my 90 here. And there's my line right there. All right, Fuzzy, have a good night. Just turned midnight over there. I think we're getting ready to wrap it up here ourselves here in just a minute. Just wanted to get this started, and we'll come back Saturday morning and probably be cultivating again, because this is going to take a while. Maybe Phil will be here then too, and he can come in and help us grab another cultivator, and we can just get this knocked out, get it done. Let's see here. So this is there. Again, can't see under the snow for where the grass line is. So we'll just bring it on out there somewhere. Again, just going to rotate the 90 here. Tell you what, we'll take it on out to out here. That way we know we got plenty of room there. Alright, let me come down this way, and then we'll have a perimeter on this field. Alright. That'll get it. Let's take a look at it. So there's field 29 down there after our save. We got the little spots that we had to smooth out down there redone. And we're up here, so there's our new field, guys. Old man's coming around the other side there, making it a little wider, but that's the perimeter of our new field. It's a big one. Got a big one here, so we'll get this all knocked out here and plowed out, cultivated out, however you want to say it. And guys, I think that's going to be it for us tonight. So we'll be back on Saturday morning at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. And probably be cultivating, maybe getting into fertilizing, maybe a little planting. So, although I think planting will probably be, I don't know, we might do some Saturday morning. I was going to say it'd probably be Sunday, but we might, I don't know, it depends on how busy we get with this thing. So, you guys have a good night. We will catch y'all then. Make sure you don't miss John's new Rust server stream. You don't want to miss that. Tomorrow night, Friday night, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, twitch.tv/PumaPlow. Make sure you give him a follow while you're over there, because he plays Farm Sim. He's playing this very map, by the way. He just started playing it, and yeah, we'll be over there with him Saturday too at noon. So you guys have a good night, have a good Friday, and we'll see you this weekend. Until the next time, remember, you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Green Arcade. Old man, thanks for joining.
No problem.
And we will see y'all later.